to the security gate. Again, this gate is locked from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. As you'll see on the bottom here, if you can zoom in for me, there's a rotary code that you'll have to put in. This is kind of similar to a realtor's lock that they'll use when they lock up a house, and they'll come in for showings and they'll kind of dial in the code. They change this code weekly, and when you get your parking pass that goes on your vehicle, the code will be written on the back of it, and they'll let you know the code. But what I was saying was, you know, if you're a late arrival, or if you leave for the day and you're not here when they lock it and you haven't gotten your code, then you're kind of SOL, I guess is what I'm going to say. So for us, we got lucky that somebody just happened to come through last night, or we would have had to park our truck over here and leave it and lock it and jump over the gate and then go all the way up here to the left and then up the right and just walk up to our camper and get in that way. So we did find the code though when we got in last night. When I walked up to the camper, they had put our parking tag on our camper door because I told them we were going to be out of town all day yesterday for a funeral. So due to circumstances beyond our control, we were not here to register. So either the day we got here or yesterday. So basically for 2 days we were a ghost. They didn't even know we were here, other than the fact that our camper was sitting there.
Wow.
I believe I see a snake skin up here.
Well, 4 days ago we were.
I think I do too, but
4 days ago we were camping at Myrtle Beach, too.
Right.
And
Now, see, a lot of people would think that this is some sort of deformation or scarring on the concrete, but this is actually a snake skin from the blacktop genus of snake, the Blacktop snakery. This is a rare camping snake. They like to form their camps around 3M reflectors. So as you're camping, be on the lookout for these snakes. This one's fresh too. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That was
car.
fresh. Oh, it's car.
that's how we video.
Fellow campers, those are fellow campers, probably have no idea they're going to get locked out of here tonight.
if they're gone past 9, no, you're
Jokes
just
out of here. You know, jokes on them. So my plan tonight is to sit out here with a bag of candy after 9 o'clock, and as people come to the gate, I'm going to offer to let them in for $5 and give them a piece of candy.
Hey, look
Right?
at this big snake here.
This is a
wire,
hose snake.
a wire hose.
When you
Snake.
drive over that hose, they know to come out and pump gas and put gas in your car and wipe your windows down, check your fluids, stuff like that. Important stuff.
God.
Oh, there's another one of those snake skins. Kenneth, get a close up of that.
I got one.
Hey,
the other one.
look.
So we asked
Look,
about,
here's another piece.
when we
Up
got
car
here
again.
yesterday, we asked about bear activity in the area, and we were told that there's a small cub that
That's-
frequents the area. More campers coming here to camp in their boat, no doubt.
Coming back.
Coming back. Having
No,
breakfast,
if you're
going for a walk.
wondering where our mom and sister are, well, we're at the campground,
Ow.
at the campsite, and we're just over here filming.
So, also, as with most of the state parks that I've been in South Carolina, which is all 2 of them, alcoholic beverages are prohibited. This includes beer and wine. So for those of you that didn't realize beer and wine are alcoholic beverages, now it's time to get on board. You know, get down with the sickness. Of course, we don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't do any drugs. We're really just not any fun.
We
We
can't.
show the campground.
We show the campground. That's what we do. We show the campground and we look for stuff. There's that alcohol prohibited sign, Kenneth. Go ahead and show that. All those people out there that disregard the rules and, you know.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
there you go.
My name is Anakin.
I didn't think we were going to do that, son.
Actually, it is unlawful to consume or display any alcohol beverages at a state park.
Alcoholic
I know.
beverages at a state park. And so that's in South Carolina. And I'm pretty sure that's a law across the board at most of the state parks in any
Probably.
state. But you know, a lot of them just kind of turn a blind eye as long as you don't make any noise and get rowdy,
Which usually happens.
which usually happens. We've stayed at some parks. We've had some real nightmares. Yeah, buddy.
I have a question
Yeah.
for something really strange. I don't like to see
Stop it. Okay, so this is just a little walkthrough of some of the sites. I don't know the exact dimensions and specifications of all the sites, but we know they're all 30 amp.
Squirrels are crazy here.
There's lots of squirrel activity. We've got one, which again, they're all really nice and level. If you're a larger camper though, this would be a hard one to make the turn. 2 is good if you've got a larger camper. 3 would be good. You got that?
Yeah, I did.
4 is a pull through. 4 would be really good for a larger camper.
Wood, yeah.
5 is a hard one to get into like ours. Let's see, let's go on around through 4. I want to show this because I really like this. Plenty of trees for hammocks, I have noticed, because there's a lot of parks that won't let you set up hammocks because you can't tie anything to the trees. But I've noticed people here have hammocks set up, so you could do that. Really awesome, nice picnic tables. Even got the rounded edges. I'm pretty sure all these dimensions are standard, so if you make your own picnic table covers, there'll be a link on that later.
Hold on. I'm showing proof.
Proof.
Squirrels are crazy here.
Squirrels are crazy here. Alright, so moving on.
Moving on. And there are
There's our other,
the other ones.
companions. This is Grace, because we've already given up on it.
She's our editor.
Grace is our editor too. This would be a hard. I guess you could probably get a 25 or a 30 footer in that campsite.
Maybe.
Might be difficult getting it level.
Yeah.
That one definitely. 7 would be difficult to get a larger camper in.
Yes.
I'm thinking anything other than 20 foot would probably be very difficult. Now I'm going to show you something over here on these electric receptacles while we're at it. Let's move over here. So our first night here, when we came in late, we went to hook up our surge protector and we were getting an open neutral error. As you can see, these are all really old. They have the 30 amp and the 10 amp. With
The ranger said they were like 50 years old.
Yeah, so all this stuff is really old. Apparently there are 4 campsites that are on one control box and then the other 6 are on a different one. But the 4 that are on the one control box, which includes ours, site number 10, with the septic, which is why it's one of the most popular sites, is the site, one of the sites that give the open neutral error. So let me just show you what that looks like.
And this might be the smallest campground you've ever been to.
This is probably the small 10 RV sites, 10 electric water, very small, very secluded, very intimate.
Here's our camper.
People are happy when they camp here. People fall down a lot.
Not by the hills, of course.
Alright, so let's take a look here.
This is the
There's the septic. This
Bet.
is awesome. This is what I was talking about with that open neutral. So, I don't know if you can tell by looking here or not. When we initially hook this up, we get a red light. They all do that until you turn the breaker on. So we turn the breaker on, the red light in the middle should go away and you should be left with the 2 yellow lights. Now I'd have to pull my plug out to show you all these codes down here, but if you have one of these circuit testers, then you already know 2 yellows and a red obviously means there's something faulty with the wiring. In this case, it is an open neutral. Now, I'm not a certified electrician, so I don't know what all that means.
Did it just blink?
No. No, it's fine.
It looks like it.
But, so what we did was we stopped the Ranger that first night because he was going through making his patrol. We told him, like, hey, I don't want to hook up to this. I've went through a fried converter before, and that's probably like $250, $300 for the converter. We had to replace our microwave because it got fried. We had to replace the electric element in our refrigerator. So it turned into about a $600 or $700 mistake, all said and done. And that was with us doing the work and the parts ourselves, not hiring like an RV Rescue or one of these companies to come and do it for us. We actually did all the repairs and ordered all the parts ourselves. So we're very particular and careful when it comes to our electric and our electric hookup. So in this case, the Ranger came up here, he took everything apart. He checked all the wiring, assured us that everything was wired correctly, and that's when he informed us that, hey, there's 4 campsites here that are going to show that code. So I watched a lot of reviews on Keowee-Toxaway before we booked this back in January, so I just want to let everybody know that, hey, if you're going to be staying, and especially in site number 10 and number 9, those are the 2 that I know of for sure will show this fault. Just be forewarned, it is going to show an open neutral fault. So basically it's going to be your own discretion as to whether or not you want to take a chance to hook your electric up to that. Like I said, I had spoke to the Ranger. He assured me that none of the other people that have camped here have complained or had a problem, and I did a lot of research. I checked YouTube videos, I checked the dirt, I checked some other campground reviews, TripAdvisor, and I never found anybody complaining about said converter getting fried or any of their appliances becoming unusable because of using this electric stove. My wife and I decided to take the calculated risk to go ahead and use the electric because we're here for 4 days and we really don't have a choice. The 110 outlet, we tried to use it. We turned the 30 off and we hooked up the 110 with our 3-prong adapter, thinking, well, we'll just use everything but the air conditioner, which we could have done. That's mild temperatures here. But again, the same error. So we just decided to go ahead and hook it up, try it, do it. So we're kind of winging it. If it does fry your converter, the campground's not liable for it. So just be forewarned, when you book campsite number 10, you're going to see an open neutral error on your circuit test. If you have one. Okay.
So now we're going to the bathhouse, and we can't go with Grace, but we're gonna let her do second, I guess.
While we're coming down.
We're going to the bathhouse, which Grace has to go in the women's, but we can't.
So while we're coming down here, I want to point out 10 is a handicapped accessible site, and it also looks like it would be difficult to get a large camper in there, but possible. Because you come down this curve and then back up.
Wait, how many sets?
It's okay. There you go. Okay, so.
And Grace has to go in the women's. Wait, how many sets have to hook up again?
If you're going to pull a camper here, I would strongly suggest if you're pulling something big that you have something better than a half-ton pickup, because this is a mountainous little campground. Depending on your vehicle strength and the weight of your camper,
And
you're gonna, if you're just used to towing it on flat land, you're gonna hurt your truck here.
the Ranger.
Okay.